Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Jesse here, and once again, you're watching JL's Comics. Thanks for pressing play. I'm glad to have you back here. Today, we're going to look at some books. So, of course, it's called the Comic Haul, so might as well look at some books, right? So, I got some new issues, light once again on the week, but I got some pretty cool, back issues to show you. So, I'm pretty happy to get through those with you. Some things I found at the shops. Some things I've gotten in from eBay, and then I actually went to a convention this weekend. It was Saturday, so as of filming, it was yesterday, called SuperCon Retro, and I'll save the stories on that for another time, perhaps the live show on Tuesday. But I did pick up a couple books, and I will show them here, here in the hall. So looking forward to that. So first up is a couple things. We'll go through the left first. And then the right. Actually, you know what? We're just going to knock these two. Oh, Nikes. We're going to knock these first two out first. I'll just talk about these. If you've been following along at all with either the live show or some of my other hauls, I've been talking about these two books. The delay, there was an issue with the shipping and stuff. So I had ordered them and finally got them in. I don't remember if I showed them in the last video or not, but I just wanted to make sure to kind of close the loop on that and tell you guys, yes, I did finally get them, and they're amazing covers. I do like them quite a bit. Definitely worth the wait. I wish I hadn't had to have waited, but definitely, worth the wait on that. So like I said, we're going to do left first. So this is Heathen number 3. Great story. Just good. I believe this is the cover B, so there's a different cover. You probably see that one quite a bit. So I looking forward to that. Next up, this is Rose number 1 through Image Comics, and this is written by Meredith Finch with interior work by Iguara. This is also a cover B, and this is done by Meredith's husband, David Finch. So I really like David's artwork, so I was definitely happy to pick up this cover as well. There was a choice between the two. There was one of each, and I went with this one just for the simple fact of it being a Finch cover. Finch and Finch. Alright, so there's that. Oh, and Comic Frontline actually had Meredith on for what they called an E-panel. It was an interview that they did on one of their live shows. I believe it was last week. In fact, I think it was the Tuesday right before this book came out. So it was really cool to get some of her insight on it, her process with that. And I recommend checking out that video if you get some time. It's on the Comic Frontline page. So that was cool to kind of see her and, ask some questions. And they actually fielded a couple of my questions to her. And that was pretty cool as well. So this is Rose number 1. Pretty much getting into some back issues now. X-Men 39. Why? Why not? It's really cool domino cover. She's getting, with her gun. Just cool cover appeal. So I picked that up. Oh, no, I lied. Skydoll, Sudra. This is Barbucci, Alessandra Barbucci and Barbara Canepa, I believe are their names, or something like that. It doesn't matter. Cool book. This is a 2-parter. And this is the cover A. Great story. Really love the artwork, and I know Rob Wise got 82 said it's really detailed. Like if you look in here, there's just so much detail put into it. And the story itself, it just it's a looser, lighter story, I guess. Still serious, but it has some certain elements that are very European. Let me just say. So I recommend this if you're looking for something a little bit different. Something a little sexy, something a little cool, check out Skydoll. Tech 954, of course, we're all reading, or most of us are reading it. Tying in the 4th on that, on the road to 1,000. Here we are, ASM 26, back to $4. Silver Sable returns, and there she is. As always, Alex Ross is crushing it on the covers, so really good. Okay, next up we have Gwenpool number 14. I heard this might be on the chopping block or close to it. I'm liking it. I'm digging it. And I believe there's a Marvel Legends coming for her as well. So looking forward to that. I don't know if it'll be the 4-inch or the 12-inch or the whatever, the 6-inch, whatever it is, it's coming. I don't know. That sounded weird too. Anyways, so this one I put a little bit of a story out on Facebook as well. It's a Spider-Gwen #1. It's a sketch, and it was done by Ken Hazer. I actually ordered it from. I'm gonna give away the next one from. Oh, Nikes, Dynamic Forces. Okay, and there's their COA. And I ordered this right before the book came out. It was 2015, and I got it the other day. It's April of 2017, so this took a little bit of time to get to me. But you know, I actually forgot about it for a while. So when I got it, I'm like, I ain't even mad. You know, I guess they charged me at some point. I don't know. It's a cool cover. You know, it's cool. It'll go nicely next to the other one that I had done by Greg Kirkpatrick. Also on a Spider-Gwen blank, so put those two next to each other, you know, they look good. Alright, so next up we have 7 to Eternity. I'm really loving this story. I got 2 covers for it, in fact, 2 different stores, like one at each. So this is the, let me just do this one, because I don't want to give away the book. Alright, so the barcode, I'm reading the barcode, it says 521, alright? Issue 5, the second cover, and the first print. Phil Noto cover, so that makes this cover A. Okay. I know there's a few more covers to it. I think there was like 4 or 5 of them actually. One of them was like a silver foil cover. My shop didn't have that, so like I said, I got one at each of a different store. So I don't know, cool to have these. They look good to me. Really dig Phil Noto's art. It's very distinctive. Like as soon as I saw this, I knew like that it was Phil Noto. And he reminds me of the Maker. Well, just a little bit in that picture. He reminds me just a little, I know it's him, but the way he's drawn there stylistically, just a little bit like evil Reed Richards to me. Anyways, I know it's not, but you know, that's my mind. Alright, so next thing I found, I'm getting a pretty good run of these 1 in 25s for the new 52 Batman going. So this one here, it's issue number 3, 125. So that's cool. And everything. Alright, I'm gonna move these over. We'll get into some shininess in a minute here. Oh, yeah, I got this too. This is Art Germ, KRS Comics. Obviously. Stanley Art Germ Lau, doing X-23. Can't go wrong there. Super stoked to find that. And color palette here is kind of complementing each other. I don't know. I really like that cover. Really dig X-23 too, so this was like a total all-around win of a cover for me. Alright, shininess of the shininess. I'm going to tell you how shiny it is. I cannot believe how shiny this thing is. It is just like... Okay, so this is Fathom. It's issue number 9. And it's like the holofoil cover. It is just stunning, and it really... This doesn't do it a whole lot of justice. You know... Just really amazing. Really shiny. Really cool. Speaking of shiny, there's another one. Look at her eyes in there, man. Wow. Okay, this is Fathom number 12. Michael Turner on both of these. They just look stunning, don't they? They're just like holofoiled out. So that's Fathom, obviously. This is still Fathom. Aspen Matthews. And then this is Witchblade, who is... Oh, what's her name? Sarah Pazzini is her name. So there you go. Okay? These are 90s, so that's 9 and 12. Oh, but we're not done with the shiny. Next up, we got... Whoop, that one. Mark Silvestri cover. That's Witchblade and Tomb Raider. They did a series of one-shots with these. See them all shininess together. Cool, right? It's like a speckled sort of style to it. It's cool. I'm trying to... I have a pretty good run of them going on. All the Witchblade Tomb Raider crossover books. There's a few of them, so definitely stoked to have found this. I got this at the con I went to. It is also really, really shiny. Cool, right? And you can see it's Witchblade in the background. No, it's all Witchblade. No, Witchblade here. Tomb Raider in the background. There you go. So she's showing up everywhere, right? Witchblade got around. Tomb Raider got around too. Because she was on a bunch of different covers. She was in Fathom. She showed up, I believe it was. No, was it her? I think it was. Anyways, I'm rambling. I like these covers. What can I say? Alright, so this is X-23. This is Target X. This is issue 5 of 6. It was a 6-part mini. And that's obviously Campbell. That was kind of like her handler when she was at the facility. Really sadistic, sort of the evil villain counterpart to X-23. So there is that. I got this. It's a Lanilio cover. It's issue number 4 of the regular series. This is Target X, and then this is the regular series. And this ran for, I think it was into the 20s issue-wise. Just really, really cool cover. So I had to pick it up. Okay. I think there's more X later on. In fact, let me see if I can find it. Yeah, here we are. So there's X-23. That's issue 1 of the same series. Also a really cool cover. Pretty iconic cover. And there's a few of the issue ones. I got to lock in a couple of the other ones. Not before long here, because I know they're still going up. But, yeah, I found these. They were a good deal. Really good deal. So I couldn't pass them up. And into my bag they went. Alright, next up we got, this is Fantastic Four, number 11. This was a relaunch that they did in the 90s. Chris Claremont was writing it. And this is an homage to a Kirby cover, actually. Let me know down in the comments what it is. That's your quiz for today. What is this cover an homage of? And it is a Kirby cover, so I'll give you that hint. But this is the first appearance of her. And her is her name. I'm not just saying her. So there you go. Alright. Next up, we have ASM 361. It's not in the best condition. However, I did find a super good deal on this. This is the first print. The white background versus the silver. This is a book that everybody should have if they're kind of putting away or collecting all the keys for Spider-Man, or the keys for Venom, or keys for symbiotes. Just one of those, first appearances that, if you like this, the story in the universe, the Spider-Verse, just a book that is sort of a must-have. So, definitely get that if you can, or if you don't already have it. But it's a good story anyways. Alright, so this one I found, it's Wonder Woman number 219, and it's a J.G. Jones cover of Wonder Woman actually fighting Superman. It's part of the Project OMAC thing that they did back a while back. So there was a big run of Adam Hughes, which everybody's getting, and I will tackle it eventually. So you might see those start trickling into some hauls here in the near future. But right after Hughes was a run by J.G. Jones, who did some really phenomenal covers as well. And I just really, really like Mr. Jones and his work, and this is no exception to that. Just really cool cover, and the price, it was $1, so I couldn't say no. Okay, next up, Archie. This is issue number 1, and I only got this. I already have a pretty rare newsstand one for Archie. It was pretty much all direct, but I found one at an airport actually when it came out. Totally off track there. I got this because it's a J. Scott Campbell cover. It was $1, and I couldn't pass it up. It's a Campbell that I don't have, and Campbell did the line art, and then Nia Ruffino is the colorist for him. So there you go. All right, this is Tomb Raider number 1. This is one of the many number 1 covers, so I'll add it to my collection for that. And it does say Finch, so perhaps it's David Finch. J.D. Smith is on there, 1999. I know it's not the regular cover, pretty sure. And this was also $1. I know it says 5 there, but it was in the dollar bin at the convention. So, yeah. Eventually, I keep finding these around. Dan Jurgens wrote it, I guess. I keep finding these around, so eventually I'm going to have the whole Tomb Raider run. I'm just, it's one of those runs where when I find them and they're good, I'll pick them up. And eventually it'll get to a point where I'm like, okay, I just need a few more. I might as well pick those up and I'll have the whole run, So, there you go. All right, and I am a big Magic fan. Why is it a little weird like that? A big Magic fan. This is Storm and Ileana, Magic number 1. It says $5, but it was $1. Now, this is interesting because they say that Magic's first time, first appearance, so to speak, quote unquote, is New Mutants number 14. Okay, She appeared long before that. You know, she was a baby in Giant Size X-Men #1. She was as Illyana. She was an adult Illyana. And then there was this. This was the four-parter titled Magic that came out before New Mutants #1. And obviously she's in it. So, I don't know. New Mutants 14 is credited as her first appearance, but this whole gets into the whole, you know, appearance predating type of thing. So, you know, definitely something to think about there. Regardless, you know, it's part of her whole mythos, so I am going to be picking that up as well. So, there you go. And this came out in 1893. I'm just kidding. 1983. Yeah. All right. I was young then. Yeah, so there you go. That's it, guys. That's my haul for today. I hope you liked it. If you stuck with me this far, hopefully that does mean you liked it. And you'll hit that thumbs up button. I always appreciate it. Always welcome the comments as well, questions and anything else you got for me. We'll go ahead and put that down in the comments. And if this is your first time here, love to have you as part of the JLS Comics family. So please hit that subscribe button. And of course, the little bell next to it, which will let you know every time I upload. And the next thing that you'll see me in is the live show on Tuesday night, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, with the fantastic panel of folks that are always on. We get Chris, who may or may not be on because he did recently have his baby, so congrats to him. Also, Edwin from Exile. Well, it's sort of a crossover. Edwin from Strictly Comics, and Justin from his channel as well. I guess I should say the name of it, right? Exile State Comics. Yeah, I should be thorough there, shouldn't I? Anyways, I'm rambling again. Hope you like this. Looking forward to chatting with you guys in the comments, and I will see you on Tuesday.